Jacksonville, Florida, TIAA Bank Field. We are back here today. We're here for the Hella Mega Tour. What is the Hella Mega Tour? Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer with special guests, the Interrupters. So at the merchandise stand outside, I don't know if this is all of the merchandise or just limited selection. This is what we're looking at. Kind of have the main shirt there. You got this Weezer shirt on the end.
Including e-cigarettes and all tobacco use is prohibited.
So nothing at the merch stands of interest to us. Cars are pulling in. The big question today, masks. Are they needed? All I know is I brought mine. And so the tailgate begins, courtesy of Buc-ee's. We've got our cooler Iron Maiden full of Coors Light and soda. The Buc-ee's bag literally just filled with water and food. And we've been giving the parking people some beverages so that they can cool down. And sound check happening in the stadium. Sound check going on again. So we've been back in the car for the last half an hour or so because we wanted to try to soak up some air conditioning and hopefully not kill the battery. But the reality is that it is 96 degrees in the shade right now. It is almost 110 degrees real feel outside. The door's open in 15 minutes. There's lines starting to get in. Or to wait to get in, because I think folks are probably trying to run to the pit and whatever merch stuff and everything. We do want to be able to take a walk around and soak it all in and show you guys that stuff when we can. But just interestingly enough, this tour was supposed to happen last year. For those that, again, that don't know how the Mega Tour is, Green Day, Fall Out Boy in the middle, and essentially Weezer going on first with the opener, or kind of opening act of the Interrupters. We've seen the Interrupters 3 times already. We love them, by the way. We've seen Weezer and Fall Out Boy a few times. Also, we've never seen Green Day. Weezer and Fall Out Boy, it's interesting. We're sitting in the cheap seats tonight. We're not sitting in the uber cheap seats because you could sit up top. Like, I think the entire upper deck seemed like it was available this week. And those tickets were somewhere like $36 or so. But our tickets are in the second section across from the stage, second level rather, across from the stage, and they were about $56 a ticket. So they're the kind of cheap seats. And then you get to the floor or the side view things, and they run upwards of $100 and north of that. Like I said, the show was supposed to happen last year. It got postponed because of COVID. It is happening now, and ironically it's happening while COVID is surging in Florida and Texas, and they just finished in Texas, and I think they hit Georgia, and now they're down in the Jacksonville area, and then they hit South Florida tomorrow, I believe. But the stadium is expected to be packed. It'll be interesting to see how things go. I have a feeling this may be the last show that we're able to get in this year, although we have tickets for a ton more shows. So we've got Kiss coming up, Rebel Rock coming up, which has Machine Gun Kelly, Limp Bizkit, Volbeat, and a ton of other bands on the bill also. And then we've got Welcome to Rockville again with Metallica 2 nights, Mudvayne coming back, Leonard Skinner in there somehow, Disturbed again is in the mix also. We've got tickets for Kiss coming up. So we've got a bunch of different shows coming up. It's just the question of can things level out or do safety precautions take over? Of course, we also have just 2 weeks before NFL preseason starts, and that would be full capacity. Also, baseball running at full capacity at this point. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see this show. And interesting also because these bands, it's almost like, we had tickets for Motley Crue and Def Leppard, which got postponed again until next year. And it was postponed from last year also. But having said that, that's kind of like the 80s show, and I kind of deem this as like the 90s show or early 2000s, where Green Day and Weezer kind of shot out like rockets in 1994, and then you had Fall Out Boy behind them in like 2001, 2003, I think. time period. So really interesting to see, like, you know, kind of like, this is to me kind of like the 10 years later Motley Crue tour that's taking place, where interesting to see like the ranges of ages that are going to be here tonight and everything. So we're going to go in and check it out. Well, we're going full Walking Dead here. The time has come.
Laser pointer.
All right, we've made our way in past security and scanned our tickets. This is the line for the most overpriced beverage area out here. And if this looks familiar to you, we've been here dozens of times now for AEW, which is now back on the road, but ironically back here again Wednesday night. Let's head over where merchandise normally is. Merchandise. Merchandise. White Claw. Oh, and this is the line from merchandise. You can get a look at what is being offered here. Got sweatshirts from Fall Out Boy Stadium shirt up there, Weezer, Fall Out Boy Summer Tour, a little closer in here. Green Day has a lot more stuff. It seems like down in the end there. Oh, but I do like that shirt. Fall Out Boy Stadium Crew Jacksonville 2021. So you better look at the Green Day stuff. Now we are not down in the pit or a field area, but just coming up this way to show you the view of what it looks like from here. There you go. All of this is empty back here behind mixing. So we gave up on merchandise after waiting about a half an hour. For a stadium show, they have one merchandise booth and they have 3 people working it. They had 5, but then they were down to 3. And they apologized for being short-staffed, but it's not going anywhere quick. So there is another merch stand upstairs, but it's very limited in what they have. The Party Zone bar is open. Perhaps a cold beverage may be in order. So we could take a peek out here, see what the stadium looks like. That's hella mega big. Our seats are section 245, so they're right up there, which shouldn't be a bad view. A lot of seats open here so far, but people are filling in, especially the pit. We're enjoying a Bud Light, no Miller Lite here. The stadium is all Anheuser-Busch. Our tickets are up there. I like the signs. Welcome to Hella Mega. It's cool. There's like a whole special area up there too. Who are you looking forward to seeing here tonight?
I am looking forward to see Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy #1. What's the #2 band?
Weezer.
Yeah, I think it might be flip-flop for me. Green Day we haven't seen before, but
still third on my list.
yeah. This is the view from the cheap seats today. Also, look at these seats. Like, they got to do something to renovate here. I know the push is on where the Jaguars want a new stadium, but like in the meantime, you just drafted a franchise quarterback. This is pretty hurting. And I brought the Canon S740 with zoom, so we'll see how it looks. You can go like this. And you just really need a tripod or something so that your hands aren't like, woo, woo, woo. 2 more minutes to walk there. The Interrupters are about to take the stage. Now, when we saw them just 2 years ago, we were probably about 10 feet from the stage.
How many of you guys were at your very first concert this year? Alright. A lot of pressure. But you know what? This right here is unity music, so let's have a moment of unity right now. Everyone get your hands in the air. We're gonna clap together. Are you ready?
Live music. Well, Interrupter's over. That was amazing. I love that band. I wish that they would blow up bigger because more people need to know about the Interrupters. And we are back to masks because there's people sitting around us now. But the whole mask usage is pretty hit and miss. There are people coming up wearing them for sure, but it is like probably 10%. Oh man, look at how that stage is being set up. I love the Weeze. Oh my god. Fun fact, I think I probably wore a Weezer shirt in like 25% of our earlier videos. It's funny, from our vantage point you can see everybody walking from backstage over to the stage area. The Weeze!
How's everybody doing? Alright, we're so excited to be out here, man. It's been a long time. I got a new outfit, new haircut, new guitar.
Absolutely amazing. The sun is winning the battle today. Mary thought she was going to pass out. Are you feeling okay? So within 15 minutes, the Fall Out Boy stage is almost complete. It begins.
My name is Ron Livingston, and it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you here on behalf of the band Fall Out Boy.
Duck down for merchandise and the line is even longer than it was before. By the way, no crowd surfing. for refreshments. I gotta tell you, one bottle of Miller Lite is $11. There's a set change.
Keep that fucking energy up. Let's go. Lights off! No one can get in the door!
We went downstairs for a minute, and now Green Day is starting. We're ready.
Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go!
Just during the song that I wanted to see, because I'm going to do a Kiss cover next, security has come to eject people. And they're throwing that guy out. show's over, back home, taking turns and showers, so Mary's up first. I'm going to close this out by saying the show was really great. Great to see live music happening again in a huge scale. Just kind of concerning with timing, and I'm sure people will say, like, if you're nervous, then don't leave the house type of thing, but Florida had their highest count ever since the pandemic started last year, today, with like 21,000 folks that were infected, but there were some folks wearing masks, not a lot. I know, everybody's outside, etc. We're both vaccinated, so less of a concern that we're going to get seriously ill, but I'm sure some other folks may not be in the same boat. The person that they were escorting out during Green Day, they were flying high the whole day, and when I mean flying high, like way out there, to the point of the one person had said to me on occasion of going back and forth for beverages multiple times, but it said, "This show is amazing. It must be like seeing Led Zeppelin when you were younger." And I was kind of speechless. I didn't see Led Zeppelin when I was younger. They were long done before I was a kid. I think Green Day did an amazing job captivating the audience. Fall Out Boy was awesome as well. Each band kind of progressed with the amount of stage effects or props and things along the way. I thought Weezer was the best overall band, and I know I'm jaded with that. Fall Out Boy, we've seen many times, but I think that the more that we see them, the more kind of Milli Vanilli-ish they get, like phantom background vocals and keys when there's nobody necessarily playing keys, and even at the end of the show where Pete kind of abandoned his bass playing to sing, and bass is still playing as well, so there's a bunch of that. And it was cool to finally get to see Green Day. We've never seen them before, so it was great to see that set. But God willing, things get to some sense of normalcy and we're not skyrocketing with COVID cases off the charts. We have other shows planned for the rest of the year. We're due to see Kiss again in Tampa. We're due to go to Welcome to Rockville. We're due to go to Rebel Rock, and there's a ton of things to see. So hopefully we can, this is like an abnormality, and we're not talking about anything going off the rails further like we did last year, because it kind of really feels like March 2020 at this point. But on that note, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.